Did you know that elephants respond to music in the same way that us humans do? Paul Barton, a pianist, discovered this after 2 decades of rehabilitating them, according to KaufmanMusicCenter.com. Starting from scratch, you can learn how to play the piano in 6 months, according to Kirby FE. Today we will explore the history, the creators, and the types of pianos. Starting in the 1700s, an Italian created a piano with strings that were struck by hammers. Great composers write mostly on the piano today. In 1855, a version that are most like the ones that we use today. Now that we've looked at the history of pianos, let's explore the creators. There were 3 key musicians that were instrumental in the creation of pianos. In 1698, Cristofori invented the first version, which he called the pianoforte. Later on, Erard made developments like the double escapement to the piano. This made the notes on the piano repeat faster after you press the key. This was according to Ruth K. Inglefield. Henry Steinway made a piano that changed the game. His piano included a cast iron frame and a double escapement. This resulted in the making of the Grand American Piano, which some of you might have heard of. This piano was made of 40,000 different parts, which is actually 2 times the amount of parts than an automobile was consisted of back in that day. This was according to Dennis Karwatka. Now that we have explored the pioneers of inventing the piano, let's look at the different types. There are 4 different types of pianos to look at: grand pianos, vertical pianos, player pianos, and electronic pianos. Grand pianos have strings and soundboard displayed horizontally to the ground. Ratko says vertical pianos have their strings and soundboard perpendicular to the ground. So their strings and soundboard are sitting like this. They created this mostly to take up less space. Next is player pianos. They make music as you play. So what they had was a paper scroll that was attached to the piano, and as you typed your notes, it would document the notes in a piece of paper by punching holes, and it would write music as you play. So that hence the name player pianos. This was in the late 1800s and early 1900s that they were mostly used. Moving on to the electronic pianos. They don't have any strings. The notes are amplified purely through electronics. These have a wide range of sizes. They range from being carryable or grand piano size. This is according to Music City Spokane. Today we have looked at pianos, specifically the history, the creators, and the different types of them. Whether you're considering learning the piano or listening to it more often after this, I hope that I gave you some fun facts that may be useful in starting a conversation later on in life whenever you may be listening to a song that features a piano, or you're in church and they're playing the piano, or you hear a song on the radio and you just want to spit out some fun facts.